If you would like an opportunity to be on Crazy Love Chronicles and tell your story of betrayal, infidelity, ghosting, being ghosted, catfish, and many more things, crazy relationships, contact us at crazylovechronicles@gmail.com or send us a message on any of our social media platforms and we will contact you. Please stay tuned for our next session. Our story, your story, real and uncut.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us again on our episode of Crazy Love Chronicles with your host, Chanel Black. Today, we are doing part 2, where we are interviewing Shemika again, and she has another story to tell. She is going to share a situation or situations where she was the side chick.
Yes.
Okay. So, how did it start?
How it started, I was in a relationship and I knew that my partner had started, losing interest and was doing extracurricular activities. And so we went from spending, a lot of time together and doing things together to doing little to nothing.
Okay. You felt like you still had needs.
Oh, absolutely. And it wasn't even more so physical needs, more so than going out, hanging out, just being in the presence of, the person that you're with. And so this was a person who we were so close. I knew it. I could feel like, okay, this is changing. The dynamic is changing. So I reached out. There was a guy. I don't remember how I met him. I was going somewhere, and again, this was a while back. This was when cabs, pre-Uber, pre-Lyft. And I met this guy, and he reached out to me, and I said, hey, I have a boyfriend. He's not acting right now. I'm just letting you know that. And, being fully transparent, because I'm a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, okay, that's fine. So it started from there. We developed a friendship. I think every female has a guy that you're like, he's cool. I'm not really feeling him like that, but he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Not really somebody I would want to settle down and spend the rest of my life with, but somebody I could pass the time with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was this person. He was super nice, would always say, hey, what do you want to drink? You want to get something to eat? You would come over, whatever you want, and never really pushed, the envelope like that sexually. So I was like, okay, I'm really not cheating in essence because I'm not being physical, but I'm still, fulfilling that need of being in the opposite sex's presence, basically. And so it grew from there. And growing, I remember he told me he was in a situation where he wasn't from the U.S. and he had married someone, I guess, to get his, his green card, get his papers straight. They were in that process right now. So mail would be at the house with her name on it, but of course they weren't together. She didn't live there. They were just waiting for that process to get everything situated. That was it. It started from there. I would just go out, hang out at his house. We would, have fun, watch TV, do whatever, or we would go out. Yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Always went over, but was under the, strict boundary, like this is not my mate, so I'm not going to be too comfortable. Never stayed the night, was like, I can go home, I'm good, even though he lived quite a distance away from me.
Are you under the impression that he's single and that you're not wrecking somebody's home situation?
Exactly. So every time I go to his house, typical bachelor pad, barely any furniture, nothing, major, always at work, and, would always be like, you can come over, you're welcome to stay, wanted me to stay a couple of days, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to push it. We're not in a relationship or anything. So after a year of this, it was a situation where my computer at home, and again, this is a while ago, my desktop was acting up, and I had online classes. So, we all know you need a computer for your online class.
Of course.
You have your deadlines Sunday and I had my deadlines down packed. Sunday by midnight, my paper had to be submitted. And me being the procrastinator I am, I'm starting at 10:30. That's just me. So I realized, oh crap, my computer's acting up. He said, well, you can come over and use my computer I said, okay, that's fine. I've known this person a year, nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. So I stayed the night. I wake up the next day. He had exams because he was in school as well.
Okay.
And so he's like, yeah, just lock the door when you leave. And then it was still trying to get me, you don't have to leave. You can just stay here till I come back from school. So it was always some type of like, I want you to stay longer situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I leave. I lock the door. I'm on my way home, and we lived quite a bit away from each other, like maybe a 30-minute drive. So that's why I was always like, hey, you really getting up at midnight to drive home? Isn't it better for you to just stay the night with me and go in the day and that kind of thing? So I drive home, and I see his number, his house number, come up on my caller ID. So I answer the phone, and it's a chick.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm thinking it's him. I'm like, hey, you finished your exams kind of fast. And
so you don't even say hello when you answer the phone.
Yeah,
you go straight into the conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, you must have aced that exam because you're calling me even quicker, than you told me. And it's a lady.
Oh.
She's like, yeah, you're talking to my husband. And I was like, what?
Husband?
Yeah, and so, but again, he had already told me the whole green card situation. So It's not like I'm thrown off the loop or anything. So I'm like, okay, I know who this is. And what's funny is when he told me about the young lady, I saw that she had bought him like a laptop and different things. And I said to him at that time, I said, if you having sex with her, this is going to get really complicated. Because those type of arrangements can work if you don't mix the two. If you say, okay, I'm going to help you out, I'm paying you this, thank you, and we go our separate ways. Because people have done it. I know of people that have done it. And it works great. It gets gray when people start mixing that. Mm-hmm. So, like, literally, that's what happened because she had bought him a laptop. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you're paying her to get a green card, why is she buying you anything? And I was like, oh, y'all having sex. I didn't ask him. I told him, and he was like once or twice. And all I said to him, now, mind you, he's grown. I can't tell him what to do. But I said, that can get sticky. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
Because if that person feels like after you've given them the money that they wanted more and you didn't, then that person now holds your fate in their hands. They can call and say it was a fraud marriage. They can cancel your green card, your documents. That has happened.
Of course.
When she says husband, I'm like, oh, you're such and such. And so she's like, yeah, you're talking to my husband. Don't call him. I said, yeah, you get him a green card. And she was like, no, we're together. I live here. I said, bitch, you lying. You ain't even got clothes in the fucking closet. Who are you talking to?
Oh, my goodness.
So I was like, don't do that. So then she's like, so when I said it to her, now it kind of incensed her, like, oh, she's been here. She knows I don't stay here. So she got upset. And I'm not even gonna lie. I am an asshole by nature. Don't call me with no stupid shit. Mm-hmm. I said, listen, honey. I said, I don't fight over dick. He was something to do when my man wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
Oh my goodness.
I said, but check this out. I said, you probably a fat, nasty broad because you willing to fight the fuck over the dick. So check this out. You can have it. It ain't even that serious. And so she got mad. Like, come back over here. I said, no. You can have him. That's what it is. And it's all good. And so a little bit later, he called me.
Oh, my goodness.
And was like, he called me and was like, Shemika, I have to end our relationship. And I said, that bitch right there beside you, ain't she? I said, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Lose my number. And I wasn't mad about the fact, because again, I was doing my dirt. There's levels to it. I wasn't mad that he had this person. The part that further incensed me, though, was that this person had a key to your place. And you put me in a position where...
She could have showed up anytime.
Yeah. Had I not left when I did...
She could have been waiting in the bushes for you to come out. She could have cut your tires.
Had I not left when I did, that was God, because she literally called me as soon as I pulled up to my house. This person lived in Essex, and I lived near Sinai, so that's a bit of a distance. Mm-hmm. But when she called me, and that was the thing that really bothered me, because I said, you know what? I was completely transparent with you, and I respected you enough not to put you in a situation like that. You didn't do the same. And I've had friends who have lost their lives for things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I didn't take that.
It's not a game.
Yeah, I didn't take that casually. So I said to him, I said, check this out. It was nice knowing you. Lose my number. And it's so funny because years later, he's like, Shemika, I'm so sorry. I said, that's fine. You're sorry. I said, but we will I said, you'll never get the chance to put me in that position again. I said, because I would never put you in danger in that situation, and I expect the same respect from you.
Right.
And so it was so funny because for the whole year, my girlfriend would be like, yo, you ain't give him none? You playing with that man? And da-da-da. I was like, listen, he ain't my man. You know what I'm saying? But
right. You just cut it straight off.
Yeah.
No
and
issues.
I was like, I'm good. Because again, this person had a key to your place. That's different than, hey, I got some, you know what I'm saying? I would never, ever. And even now, it boggles my mind how people do that. Like I said, I had a friend who lost his life. He went home with a young lady. He met her at the club, but he knew her from school days. So this wasn't a stranger. You know what I'm saying? He knew her when they were younger. They were at a club in Florida. He goes home with her, and unbeknownst to him, her baby daddy has their kids, and in his mind, they still together.
Oh, my God. Of course. He was babysitting the kids.
Yeah. He finds out and blows my friend's head off with a 12-gauge shotgun. He had no questions asked. No. And I'm like, so when that happened, I was like, oh, no, we can't do that. Absolutely not. So it just was funny to me because in that situation, you didn't have to lie because I came and was full transparent.
Right.
Like, hey, I have a situation. This is what's going on. But again, everybody doesn't operate from that.
Yeah, I learned that too. You know, you can be transparent and you can have those conversations, but it still just doesn't mean that you'll get the same level of honesty that you give out.
Yeah. You know, if this is just a business situation, she shouldn't have a key to your place.
Right.
Granted, her name needs to be on it because you have to say we live together and we're married and we're both on a lease. Yeah, that's acceptable. But she doesn't need to have a key to your place. And the whole year, you were pressing for me to stay there. So imagine if I had stayed like, oh, okay, and she had the key the whole time. You're crazy. So yeah, it's crazy. The situations that people will unknowingly, put you in, and then they look at it like, oh, it's casual. So yeah, that was
something else. That was something else.
Mm-hmm.
It has been quite a pleasure talking to you tonight. I want to thank you again for part 2 and taking the time to talk to us and share your story.
It was a pleasure talking to you as well.
Thank you. And we wish you and our listeners happiness, healing, and hope. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to Crazy Love Chronicles. You can check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can stay tuned to us on Spreaker, Spotify. You can watch us on YouTube, but please be sure to subscribe. Click the bell to be notified for future videos by Crazy Love Chronicles. Our story, your story, real and uncut.